Hello, my banker friends. This is video second on chapter 1 of accounts. The topic is annuity. This topic is for in both the syllabus JAIIB exam and CAIIB. So both the aspirants need to watch this video. It's an important topic called annuity. What Let us begin with the basic fundamentals. What do you mean by annuity? Annuity is a fixed payment or receipt, fixed interval or frequency. These 2 points I'll explain. Fixed payment, say let us take an example. I am paying or I am investing 1000 rupees a month for 3 years. See, 1000 rupees a month, the amount is not changing. So the payment or receipt should be fixed. First point or first criteria. Second is I am investing this amount every month or fifth of every month. Fifth of every month. So the time interval between the two investments or two payments or two receipts is same. The amount is same and the interval is same. If these two conditions are satisfied, then it is called annuity. What is annuity? Annuity, when the payment is fixed, it is not changing, and the interval between the payment or receipt is same, it is called annuity. Annuity is basically of two types. One is ordinary annuity and second is annuity due. The other names in exam, they deliberately will use these words and you will get confused. So remember, ordinary annuity is nothing but it is also called as annuity end. It is also called as annuity regular. Next is annuity due or annuity beginning or annuity immediate. This is same. They can use the word due, beginning or immediate. It is one and the same thing. Here they can use the word ordinary, end or regular. See, and the example is ordinary annuity or at end. The example I have written over here is trade bonds. I'll just explain this. If you invest in a bond, say rupees 1000, and the bond says they are going to pay you 10% per annum. So after 1 year you are going to get 10% on 1000, that is rupees 100 at the end of every year. The life of the bond or the maturity is 5 years. So at the end, first day you invested and you will start getting the cash flows at the end of every year. So it is just check with these two criterias. The coupon or the interest which you will get in bond is same and interval is same at the end of every year. So it becomes an ordinary annuity. Example for annuity due, beginning or immediate is rent. Hope this is a very common example. If you are staying in a rented premise or you are doing your business in a rented premise, normally the system followed is the rent is to be paid in advance. That is, if I start staying in a house, rented house from 1st of January, I will pay or I have to pay the rent on 1st January, that is beginning of the period. The rent amount is fixed and the interval is fixed, but it starts from the beginning, so it is called annuity due or annuity beginning. Now bankers, see, this is a list of very important formulas. See, the first formula is future value regular. See, this when you are going to use this formula, the amount is given, say you are investing or you are getting, and don't get confused whether you are investing or you are earning. It doesn't matter, formula remains same. You are getting a common amount, a constant amount every year or every month. The interval is fixed and the amount which you are getting is at the end, and you are supposed to calculate the future value. I'll give you an example again. Say 1000 rupees you are getting at the end of every month for 2 years. What will be the future value of this total amount which you are getting? See, 1000 rupees which you are getting is annuity, and you are supposed to calculate the future value. Got it? So future value of 1000 rupees every month. The formula is future value equal to A in bracket 1 plus R raised to power n minus 1 divided by R. Then if you are getting this 1000 rupees, or you are paying 1000 rupees from day one, that is beginning, and they asked you to calculate the future value, then the future value of annuity beginning. Remember these formulas. Before applying these formulas, check whether it is an annuity or not. If it is annuity, then check whether it is a annuity end or annuity beginning. For annuity end, you are supposed to calculate future value, then use this formula. If you are supposed to calculate the future value of an annuity which is at the beginning, then future value beginning is equal to future value regular, REG I have written over here, just see, and this is BEG, that is beginning. Future value beginning is equal to future value regular into 1 plus R raised to 1. Next is the present value. Present value of an annuity regular. What do you mean by annuity regular? That is, amount is fixed, the interval is fixed, and you are getting or you are paying the amount at the end, and you are supposed to calculate the present value. So present value regular means end or ordinary, is equal to A in bracket 1 plus R raised to n minus 1 upon R into bracket 1 plus R raised to n. Then last formula is present value beginning is present value regular, this regular multiplied by 1 plus R. Whenever you are supposed to calculate present value beginning, you have to calculate present value regular and multiplied by 1 plus R, you get present value beginning. Let us start with an example. We'll go a bit slow. These are very important examples. Calculate future value of annuity of rupees 1000 every year. Fine, just check whether this is a one-time investment or an annuity. So it is clearly mentioned that it is an annuity, that is 1000 rupees every year. For how many years? For 5 years, and invested at 5% per annum. Find the future value of annuity of 1000 rupees every year for next 5 years and invested at 5% per annum. Here remember, nowhere it is mentioned that payment paid or received is at the end. You will get confused. He has clearly asked us to calculate the future value. Okay, this is easy. But future value, we have two formulas: future value beginning, future value end. It is not given that future that you are investing 1000 rupees at the end or at the beginning. Whenever such situation arises, star mark, remember, you are supposed to assume that it is end. See, I have shown it diagrammatically that this is where I started with. After end of first year, I got 1000 rupees. After end of second year, I got 1000 rupees. At the end of third year, I got 1000. Fourth year, I got 1000. And fifth year, I got 1000 rupees. Payment paid or received at the end. Clear? Now, you are going to calculate the future value. Future value is not over here. It is the value of, see, value of all these 1000 rupees at this point. Again, you are getting 1000 rupees at the end of every year, and you are going to calculate the value of all these 1000 rupees at this point. How you are going to calculate is very simple. See, we have a basic formula. If you remember, future value is equal to present value 1 plus r raised to power n. We studied this in last video, the same formula, but you have to apply this formula 5 times. Why so? Because it's not one time. 1000 for this 1000 rupees, this formula, for this 1000 rupees again the formula. So see how I do it. This 1000 rupees, the value of this 1000 at this point, I have put a dotted line. This is 1000 rupees in bracket. Why 1.05? It is 1 plus 5%. So 1.05 raised to power y 0, because this 1000 was invested at this point and its value at this point. So the time period is 0. You know, in school you studied 1.05 raised to power 0 is 1. So the answer becomes 1000. This means that the value of this 1000 at this point is 1000. The value of this 1000 rupees which I received at the end of 4th year, its value over here. So how I can show it diagrammatically? See, 1000 rupees, that is present value 1000 in bracket 1.05 raised to 1, because I have to calculate value of this 1000 over here after 1 year. So it is 1.05 raised to 1. It becomes 1050. Similarly, 1000 rupees over here. So value after 1 and 2 years at this point will be, see here, 1.05 raised to power 2 into 1000. I get 1102.5. Similarly, value of this 1000 at this point, that is 3-year period, so it is raised to power 3. This 1000 rupees, this is 4-year period, so it is the value, the answer is this. If you add all these values, you will get the future value of 5000, future value as 5525. Now what is this actually? This is the future value of an annuity of 1000 rupees received at the end of every year. It is the value of these 1000 rupees over here. I am applying this formula 5 times. But friends, this is a very tedious process. If I say calculate this for 60 years, then it's very difficult to go by this process. So therefore I have given you a list of annuity formulas. This is now second method by using the formula of annuity. See, future value end formula. Future value end formula was A in bracket 1 plus r raised to n minus 1 upon r. 1 plus r raised to power 5. Why so? Here you are not going to apply this formula 5 times. A stands for annuity amount, R stands for rate of interest, and 5 year. You are investing 1000 rupees 5 years, minus 1 upon 1.05. See, I'll show you on calculator how it is done. You are supposed to start from this bracket. Don't start from 1000. Start from here. So it is 1.05. Can you see? 1.05 multiply equal to, at the corner I got 3 over here. Can you see? I got 3. So this is square, answer for square of 1.05, and corner the counter is 3. I want raised to power 5. So I'll press equal to sign up to I get 6 over here. See how I do it? I am pressing equal to sign. So this is 4, 5 and 6. I got counter as 6. So this is raised to power 5. So this is 1.276. This is answer for this bracket. Then minus 1. Again, don't commit a mistake. People, what they do is 5 minus 1, 4. It is not the power. 1.05 raised to power 5 is a separate number. Then minus 1. The answer for this is 1.276 minus 1. So I'll press minus 1 equal to, I got 0.276. I have written here 0.2762 and divided by here R, and R is 5%. So 5 by 100 means 0.05. 1000 into this numerator and this denominator. If you divide this and then multiply by 1000, you get an answer of 5524. This is the answer which we got by formula. This is the answer which we got by applying the formula, normal formula 5 times, and this is by applying formula for annuity 5525, 5524. Here you will find there is a difference of 1 rupee 64 paisa. There shall be difference. It all depends on how many digits you consider. If you see in calculator, we had 9 digits over here. We considered only 3 digits. So it depends on how many digits you consider. The answer may vary by 1 rupee, 2 rupees. It may vary. See, next example. Go slowly and try to understand it properly. Whenever you will feel any difficulty, any doubt, you can just contact me on my phone 9422193395. You can send me WhatsApp message. I'll clear your doubts. Question 2. Calculate the future value of rupees 1000 invested. I have written over here in brackets semi-annual. That is 1000 rupees semi-annually you are investing. Semi-annual means what? After every 6 months you are investing 1000 rupees for 5 years at 5% per annum. See, bankers, the amount which you are investing is 1000 rupees after every 6 months, but the rate of interest given is 5% per annum, and compounding is done semi-annually. There are some things to be highlighted or need to be noted before solving the problem. See, calculate the future value. So this is the first funda which is very clear. I am going to calculate, I have to calculate the future value. 1000 rupees semi-annual investment. So I got that it is an annuity. How many years? For 5 years. Every 6 months 1000 rupees, 5 year period. But the rate is per annum. So I cannot use this rate. You have to divide this rate and get a rate for 6 months. See, again one more issue is, I have star mark over there, end or beginning is not given. So whenever such case occurs, assume that it is annuity end. Future value is to be calculated, end or beginning is not given, so consider it as end. Next is compounded semi-annually. Okay, so semi-annual or annual, the formula will not change. Formula for future value end, you are using formula for future value end, a 1 plus r raised to n minus 1 upon r, then 1000 rupees annuity in bracket 1 plus. Now how this is 2.5, 5% per annum was the rate, but investment is semi-annual, compounding is also semi-annual, so rate has to be semi-annual. So divide the rate by 2, so it becomes 2.5%. Then raised to power n. I told you in video number 1, n is not number of years, it is number of compounding. Period is 5 years, but every 6 months the compounding is done. So in 1 year 2 times, so in 5 years it will be 10 times compounded. 1 plus 2.5 by 100 bracket raised to 10 minus 1 upon 2.5 by 100, which is semi-annual rate. So it is 1000 in bracket. Now I have written it directly. Let us see on calculator how it is done. I'll do this calculation first. Just concentrate how I am doing that. It is 2.5 upon 100 plus 1. So that is like, see here, 2.5 divided by 100 equal to then plus 1. So it is 1.025. Got it? So 1.025. What I will do is I'll refresh the calculator digits. 1.025 into, clear, how many power, that is raised to power, it is 10. So you are going to use this counter up to 11, that is you are going to press equal to sign up to 11. This is you want answer raised to power 10. So keep on pressing equal to sign till the counter shows you 11. See, I'll continue equal to up to I get 11 at the counter or the corner. See, if you can see here I got 11, so this is the answer for raised to power 10. If then what you are going to do is minus 1. So if I subtract 1 from this, I'll get 0.2800, which I have written over here, 0.2800 divided by 0.025. This is now very simple calculation, and final answer is 11,200 rupees is the future value. This person is investing 1000 rupees semi-annually for 5 years. That is how much? Per year 2000, and per year rupees 2000, and in such a way 5 years he is investing. So total amount of investment is 10,000, and final value of this 10,000 will be 11,200 rupees. The next problem is you are receiving 1000 rupees at the beginning. See, remember, you are receiving 1000 rupees at the beginning for 5 years. At the beginning of every year 1000 rupees you are getting, and this is continuing for 5 years. So check whether it is an annuity or one time amount investment. So I learned it is an annuity because 1000 this is going to continue further. So it's an annuity. It's annuity beginning. Got it? Annuity beginning, rate 5%, and calculate future value. See, I have shown it diagrammatically. You are now getting 1000 rupees starting from here. Why so? Because they said it is beginning. So 1000 rupees I got here. Now you are supposed to calculate the value of all these thousands at over here after 5 years. So use this formula again. Future value is equal to present value 1 plus r raised to power n. But this formula you have to use 5 times. Got it? Because this is not a formula for directly getting an answer. It is not a annuity formula. You have to use this formula 5 times. So see, 1000 rupees over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So period is 5, rate is 5%. So use this formula, 1000 rupees in bracket. Why 1.05? Because 1 plus 5%. So 1.05 raised to 5. So after 5 years the value of this 1000 over here is 1276.28. The value of this 1000 will be raised to power 4. It is 1215.51. The value of this 1000 rupees shall be 1157. The value of this 1000 which I receive at the beginning of third year, 2 years still remain. So the value of this 1000 is 1102. The 1000 which I receive at the beginning of, see, this is end of 4 years and beginning of the 5th year. So 1 year still remains. So interest on this if added, 1000 rupees 1.05 raised to 1. So its value is 1050. If you add this, the total becomes 5801.92. Now this is how you calculated the future value beginning of an annuity by using our primary formula. You applied this formula 5 times. Now we are going to use method 2, which is annuity formula, future value beginning. Okay, the formula is future value end multiplied by 1 plus r. A in bracket 1 plus r raised to future value end formula we know, multiplied by 1 plus r. That is 1000 in bracket 1.05 raised to power 5 minus 1 upon 0.05. Then remember this, This calculation we have already learned. Start from here. 1.05 raised to power 5, do it on calculator, then minus 1 and then divide by 0.05, then multiply by 1000 and then multiply by 1.05. Start from here and then end with here. So final answer is 5800.2. Again, it all depends on how many digits you consider. If you consider all the digits, these answers will exactly match. Otherwise there will be some variation of some rupees. But in exam, remember, in JAIIB or CAIIB exam, in such problems the options given will vary, or they will be giving you options which vary up to 20 rupees, and so that you can mark the correct answer. Nearmost answer you have to mark. Friends, next problem, if you remember, we studied future value beginning, we studied future value end. Now this is a problem on present value. Consider a bond with face value rupees 1000, coupon 5%. What do you mean by coupon? It is the interest which this bond pays you. The maturity of this bond is 15 years. Find the present value of the cash flows. What do you mean by cash flows? It is the amount which you are getting intermittently, that is cash flows from the bond, and you are supposed to calculate the present value of these cash flows for 5 years, not 15 years. The bond is 15 years, but present value is to be calculated only for 5 years. See, I have shown it diagrammatically. I invested over here. After 1 year, what I am going to get? When you invest in a bond, 1000 rupees bond you invested, you are going to get 5% per annum. So 1000 rupees, 5%, you will get rupees 50 at the end of first year. At the end of second year, again you are going to get rupees 50. At the end of third year, you are going to get rupees 50. At the end of fourth year, fifth year, and actually this is going to continue further. But they have asked us to do this calculation for only 5 years. So hence I have put this for only 5 years. Now you are not going to calculate the value of this 50 over here. What you are supposed to calculate is present value, that is the value of this rupees 50 over here, that is present value. Are you getting the difference? If they ask you to calculate future value, you use the formula for compounding and move this 50 over here, future value. Now the value of this 50 over here, that is present value. If you remember, this original formula was future value is equal to present value 1 plus r raised to power n. If I shuffle this, I get present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus r raised to power n. So this is just the formula which we are going to use here. Present value of this 50 is future value, that is 50, divided by 1.06. Why 1.06? The rate given is, discount rate is 6%. I told you in video 1, this process is called discounting. Calculation of present value from future value is discounting. So rupees 50 divided by 1.06, the period is 1 year, so raised to power 1. This next second year's 50 rupees, pull it back, calculate the present value, 50 divided by 1.06 raised to power 2, so I'll get 44.49. Third year's 50 rupees present value, fourth year's 50 rupees present value, fifth year's 50 rupees present value, the total is 210 rupees. This is how it goes, but again this is a very lengthy method. If they ask you to calculate the present value of 15, 30, 40 cash flows, so it becomes difficult. So we have a formula with us, annuity formula, present value end. Why end? You are getting rupees 50 at the end of the period. and the amount is fixed and the interval is fixed, so it is an annuity, and you are supposed to calculate the present value of annuity end. The formula is bit tough. A in bracket 1 plus r raised to n minus 1 upon r in bracket 1 plus r raised to n. This is equal to 50 in bracket 1.06 raised to power 5 minus 1 upon 0.06 in bracket 1 point. See, applied r is 0.06, that is 6%. 1 plus r is 1.06. Don't get confused over here. Raised to power 5. So it is 50 into 0.3382 if you solve this. Then and denominator comes out to 0.0802 and final answer is 210.84. So this is the present value by this formula of annuity, and this is by applying our basic formula 5 times. It's up to you, but it's better suggested to mug up or to learn this formula, annuities formula, properly. Let us end this video of annuity by revising the formulas. Annuity is of two types. Basically, first annuity, when the conditions to be satisfied are the payment or the receipt amount should be same and the interval should be same, then it is annuity. Annuity is of two types, annuity end, annuity beginning. There are two things to be calculated, either future value or present value. Future value when it is regular or end, this formula. Future value beginning, present value regular, and present value beginning. So you have to learn, actually if you see, you learn this formula, then future value beginning, it is simply multiplication by 1 plus r. Then learn present value regular formula, multiply this by 1 plus r, you will get present value beginning. So this is how you are going to learn, and also try and practice using calculators, doing calculations of raised to power some bigger number. Hope you liked the video. If you